Hi, I'm Adam Markel, best-selling author, speaker, father, husband, and recovered attorney. After 18 years, I can finally fully say that I am recovered. In fact, I wrote a book about the topic called Pivot. It's a book about disruption. It's a book about change. And I can't think of a time where in my lifetime when change was more prolific than right now, that the feeling of disruption was more a part of our consciousness than it is at the moment. And a time even when there was more fear about what was to come. Not only just understanding what the new normal would look like, but when would we know what the new normal is going to be like? And I think that probably you and your organization, many people within that organization are feeling the same way. We've got to meet our teams and meet those folks that are working with us where they are right now. And a lot of people are in a state of anxiety about what the future holds and don't have a lot of clarity about it. So I wanted to spend just a couple of minutes giving you one tip about something that I think is so fundamentally important to us right now as we deal with this state of prolific change and disruption. And that is that we have to learn how to become more resilient. And not only for ourselves, but for our teams, for our organizations. In fact, organizations can become resilient. In fact, many of the best organizations, the ones that have been able to weather the storms of the past, every kind of storm you can think of right up until the present time, are resilient organizations. They're resilient organizations because they've learned how to learn. They've learned how to learn from change and not shy away from it, but learn how to utilize it. So I want to give you one tip right now. When it comes to creating resilience, both on an individual and an organizational level, we've got to learn how to reframe. Reframe is a specific skill set of the mind. Many of us know what it's like to be in a state of fear, or know people that are in fear even in this present time. And much of that fear is all between the ears. Doesn't mean that things aren't actually happening. It just means that we're giving it meaning. We are meaning-making machines. That's the way we are built. And that's the way our organizations operate. And so we've got to meet people where they are. They're thinking, they're making meaning out of things. And that's our front line in terms of what we can do right now to be able to create a path to the future, a future that is certainly going to be filled with more change, but is also going to be a wonderful future, a future filled with growth opportunities, and areas for us to all prosper, for businesses to prosper like they've never prospered before. And it's going to depend on your ability to be resilient. And it's going to depend on this one thing more than anything else, which is a mindset skill called reframing. So basically, it's taking a situation, looking at it, seeing it realistically, not sort of through rose-colored glasses, but seeing that situation as it truly is and asking yourself this one question, this one reframe question, which has changed my life. It's changed the lives of so many people that I've gotten the pleasure to work with as 18 years in the practice of law, 10 years plus as a CEO. I know this question well because my wife has drilled it into my head for 20 plus years. And the question is, what is the creative opportunity now? Doesn't mean that, what happened yesterday doesn't matter, but it tells us right now that no matter what happened yesterday, what's going on now, there is a creative opportunity that we can seize. But we can't seize it if we can't first see it. But we've got to ask that question. It's a reframing question. It allows us to take stock in the situation that currently exists, to be able to see what's going on, to search for meaning, dig for meaning, or as my grandmother used to say, find the little gems, those little gems of wisdom that we can take out of what we are experiencing right now and ask that question, what is the creative opportunity? And then allow your teams to sit with that. We've got time right now. We're resetting. We're all at home and working virtually, working remotely, which was the future of work and is the back to the future moment we're having right now, because the future is now. We're working remotely. And so giving your team something to chew on, to have their mind chew on, other than anxiety things about not knowing what the future is going to hold, whether they're going to be laid off, or what the future of this business is going to be, or what the future of the marketplace will hold, stock market or our industry, or any of those things that the mind will naturally chew on when it's not given something else to work with. And what you're going to be able to give your teammates, your company on an organizational level to chew on mentally is this one reframing question. What is the creative opportunity right now? I can tell you that for me, one of the creative opportunities that exists is how we take our particular content. We've been teaching this work for more than 10 years. We've researched the topic of resilience ad nauseum. We continue to do it because it's always fresh and new in the moment. And we want to share that research with as many people as we possibly can. And we know that the stages, the opportunity to be in front of people live and in person right now, that's just not where things are. But what we can do is deliver that content virtually through virtual trainings and workshops, which we've been doing for many years. And in many ways, it's even a better way to learn, because if you space things and you sequence them, the statistics, the research shows that you're 80% more likely to remember what you learn from a virtual training and development workshop than one where you spend a couple of days, sort of being fire hosed with information. You go back to your workplace, you go back to your teams, and you can't actually remember, or you get so busy with other things that you just don't implement. So this is really tangible. Right now, a creative opportunity that we can all seize. And I look forward to being able to speak to you sometime soon about how we could serve your organization. But for right now, that one tip is the one thing I recommend that you bring back to your folks. Ask them right now to sit with, think, meditate. We've got the time to sit in stillness and contemplate what is the creative opportunity that's being presented in our individual market right now based on what's going on. Thank you so much.